these folks, and I have a small certificate for each of them, because I appreciate that these people have made orchestra, symphony orchestra, what it is, and these people, some of them anyway, have risen up through the ranks from concert to chamber to symphony, which is the way it should be. Everyone should grow, and every year they get better and join the orchestras. But I'm going to start by recognizing some people without whom our symphony would not have a symphonic sound. And those are 4 senior members of the brass section, one of whom is enrolled in the class, and the other 3 of whom have played with us in every concert. So I would like you guys to stand up and come up and get your trophies. Augie, come on up, Augie. And I have a very small little piece of paper for you, but it's better than what we've had before, which was nothing, which bothers me. So, Augie Landis, you're welcome, is a brilliant horn player, maybe the best student hornist I've ever heard. He could be a professional if he wanted to, but maybe he wants to have an easy career like, I don't know, financial manager or something. Actually, I hope he plays horn because he plays like a god, and he's really elevated our orchestra. And then moving on down the brass line, these brass players they work triple duty. They're not only in the jazz program and the band, but they also play with us in concerts. And boy, do they elevate our game. Tristan Cook, principal trumpet, come on up. Thank you for creating our golden sound in the trumpet section. And moving on down the line, Arik Herzog, who's played with us on most of our concerts, a second trumpet next to Tristan. Come on up, Arik. The people I'm recognizing, by the way, are all seniors, and people who are not seniors will get recognized later. Thank you. Thank you for everything. And next, but not least, Avik Spurgeon, our principal trombonist, ably assisted by Carl, who's not a senior yet, and so gets an award. Yay, Avik Spurgeon. For some seniors who are not in the brass, but I have to tell you, someone who's not even a student, but my life changed when I worked. This is my 3rd major orchestra creation job. I've been teaching for 38 years, and when I was in California, I got this wild hit that said, ooh, I should learn about brass. I'm really ignorant. And so many great symphonic books feature brass. So I inveigled the San Francisco Symphony Brass, the San Francisco Ballet and Opera Brass to come and form a brass institute. And I told them that what I wanted from them was to teach the kids, you know, and we paid them and stuff, but that I wanted them to teach me how to conduct brass properly. And so they did. And they taught me how to write for brass. I wrote pieces that people still are contacting me and buying them that I've written for brass ensembles. And so that was a life-changing experience because I was a violinist, and of course, violinists, when they're young anyway, think they're God's gift to the world and they think they're the center of the orchestra. But I know differently. So I had this brass institute. It was really cool, and I learned a lot. And because of it, I've discovered the joy of working with people like these young folk. So I just want to acknowledge that career change that happened, and it really changed my life for the better. Now, on to people who aren't brass players for a minute. First of all, Andy Kangas, who is a senior and who just played a concerto. Come on, Andy. showed up, and as you may know, so you have to audition to get into one of the 3 orchestras a weekend, but if you don't audition, you get plopped in concert orchestra. And so Andy got plopped, and he was this brilliant cellist. He was sitting in the back of concert orchestra cellos, and he was such a great citizen. He taught them things, and we had him play a concerto with them, not quite as complex as this one. And so Andy he's just such a good heart. He didn't care. He didn't like look down his nose at anybody in concert orchestra. He was just a team player, and I got a concerto for him to play with them. And then he, of course, auditioned in the symphony and made it. So he has just been a real citizen of the orchestra, and I appreciate Andy Candace.